Welcome everyone in next financial services subject class. Last class we have discussed advantages of mutual fund, and today we'll discuss the other side of coin, that is limitations of mutual fund. Okay, so let's start quickly. Very first limitation is your choice overload. So whenever even in your regular life also, normal life also, whenever we used to have lots of options, okay, too many options, and out of that option you have to choose one or two which is best for you, definitely we used to feel difficulty. Okay, and sometimes happen that we used to end up with nothing good. Okay, so same thing happened with the mutual fund scheme also, as I hope you can read here also, that 2000 mutual fund schemes, over 2000 mutual fund schemes offered by 47 mutual funds. So 2000 is a very big number in terms of options, and definitely it create the difficulty level, or you can say they increase the difficulty level for investors in terms of selecting the best one. Okay, next we have fund manager. Okay, so further classes will check out to become fund manager what we should have the eligibility, or what is the eligibility. Okay, for time being we should know that fund managers are highly skilled managers. Okay, so even though they are very skilled one, okay, or they are having a good amount of experience, they can make positive difference in your short terms, but cannot do any use, or you can say a dramatic change towards the performance of a fund which is related to your long term. In long terms, even sometimes their skill is not going to work out properly, so that will increase your chances of losing the part of investment. Okay, next we have subject to market risk. On television, mutual fund advertisement comes where very nicely they used to say mutual fund sahi hai. Okay, and same time in the same advertisement I hope you have heard mutual funds investments are subject to market risk, carefully read the documents before investment. So that is a kind of thing, or that is kind of risk which you cannot totally eliminate from the market. You can just minimize it. Okay, you can reduce the market risk, but total elimination is not possible. And market risk sometimes also referred as a systematic risk also. Okay, like you can say the recession period, which is like, which is actually your significant decline in economic activities. So when there is a decline in economic activities, definitely your return on investment will get affected. And sometimes your natural disasters also. So whenever natural disasters happen, that time also definitely nothing is in your hand. Okay, and nothing is in the hand of fund managers also, but it will definitely affect our investments. Okay, even if I'll take here the example of a recent corona impact. Okay, if you search on the Google, on one link it has given very nicely that corona has impacted so badly net flow into mutual fund. Okay, that actually the investment in equity. Okay, investment in equity has dropped more than 95%. In May, the total worth of the investment was rupees 5257 crore, but in June it has came down to rupees only 241 crore. So 95% dropped, and reason was what? Corona. Definitely we can just control, we can try to minimize it. Total elimination we are still hoping only, but it is affecting our investment and return level. Okay, so these all are your part of your market risk. Okay, then next we have here diversification on portfolio. So in advantages of mutual fund we have learned, mutual fund used to diversify the risk of investors, and which makes sure that we are going to get a good return. Okay, or which will help us if one company is not going to perform very well, remaining other company which is the part of that particular fund unit is going to give the at least some good return, okay, or cover up the loss by one company, okay, whatever. If just suppose you have invested in a fund unit which was the combination of share of company A and company B and company C and company D, okay, and if company A doesn't performed well, then still BCD is there who has performed well, and being an investor you will get a return, at least a manageable good return. But how much you are going to diversify your risk, okay, it does not maximize the return, it will not maximize your return. And even over diversification, okay, over diversification always the risk, and even which may increase, okay, because over diversification when you will do, there is a more chances that it will increase the operating cost of a fund. Operating cost increase of a fund, then definitely the investor have to pay extra charges, okay. That is your another limitation of mutual fund. Next we have hidden fees, okay. Generally, okay, in terms of your mutual fund investment, there are no hidden charges. But if still any hidden fees were there, then definitely we are going to list it as a disadvantage of mutual fund. Okay. Next to check out lock-in periods. Okay. In advantages, I am really sorry, I am rating you with the advantage, but it is necessary. In advantages, we have learned that mutual fund provide liquidity. Whenever any investor wants to come out, they can he or she can sell his investment and then get the cash liquidity. But same time, mutual fund is having one very nice feature. Okay, if you want good returns, very good returns, then you have to hold your investment for 5 to 8 years, which is quite a long period. Okay, 5 to 8 years, and then you can get the good returns on your investment. But waiting period is going to be more. And before the maturity, if you want to exit from such funds, then it is going to be an expensive affair for you. You means investor. It will become expensive. Okay. Next we have fluctuating returns. Okay. Fluctuating returns. Mutual fund never offer fixed guaranteed return. Okay. So you have to be prepared for anything can happen. Fluctuation will take place, and that is going to affect the value of mutual fund in which you have invested. Okay. And because mutual fund is also somewhere affected with your price fluctuation, okay, and your skilled, or you can say the professional management of the fund also can't totally save you from the bad performance of your fund. Okay, because of fluctuation in market, your return on investment will definitely get affected. Okay, if it get affected good terms, you are lucky. If it is going to get affected in bad terms, you have to hope for the best and next. Okay, next we have cost. Okay, so cost, as just now we have seen, the value of mutual fund may fluctuate, okay, depending on the changing market condition. Okay, and there may be further some fees and expenses will get involved towards the professional management of mutual fund. Okay, so extra cost maybe you have to pay, extra charges in terms of your fees and expenses you may have to pay, because mutual fund charge for managing the funds, fund manager salary, distribution cost, all those things. Okay, so depending upon the fund type, charges can be very different, fluctuated. Okay, but you have to pay. Even for example, we can say that whenever any investor want to exit from the mutual fund, that investor might be charged an extra cost for exit also, which is also known as a exit load. So before investing in a fund, kindly check about the exit loads. Okay, so these are your some of the limitations which you have to keep remember in relation to mutual fund investment. Okay, so further with the further topic we'll check out in the next class. Till then, thank you, have a nice day.